You're good.
Hello, this is Dixie 316.
And I'm NW Redneck.
And we are
the Southern Regulators.
Today's topic, Antifa mostly. I mean,
this is going to be a good one.
Alright, so this is for all of you hate groups. Antifa, the Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, KKK, Black Panthers, all you aggressive, hate groups who think, beating it into Americans is going to change our way of life. I'll give you a news flash right now, buddy. We didn't change it when the British tried to tell us we had to live our life one way. We didn't take it when the Civil War came and both sides fought over who was going to have what and do what. We didn't take it during the Korean War, Vietnam War, World War I, World War II. In history, it's always been, we're not going to take it. We're not just going to lay down and take the submission into your beliefs. And it's not going to change anytime soon. Y'all want to start making a true dent in society? You really want to make a difference? Y'all need to go back into history and look at Martin Luther King. All right,
Yep.
That was a true man, a true leader. His peaceful protests were amazing. Even though, he ended up in jail a few times. Even though people slandered him, I'm sure somebody tried beating him a couple times, death threats, all that. He didn't get violent once. And that's honestly how it is. If Americans don't like you because of your beliefs, don't ever let them choose your beliefs for you. You should be, as a person, should be a strong individual who doesn't care about what people think and only cares about what you think and what matters to you. Y'all want to make a difference in America? Show people that you're willing to just throw away your hateful, aggressive, abusive sides. Show them the good. Because without that, nobody's going to want to follow you. If we can come together and unite America as a united Americans, I'm not saying everybody has to agree with everybody else, but people need to suck it up and realize, I'm not going to be able to control everybody or everything in this entire world. I have my own personal beliefs, alright? That doesn't mean I'm going to fucking broadcast them out into the world and tell people how I feel and, who I hate, who I don't hate, because that shit doesn't fucking matter. If you want to fucking make a difference, keep the hate to yourself. Only say things worth saying in life. And, love each other. Love your neighbors. Treat your neighbors the way you want to be treated. That is the Heritage Not Hate movement. We don't want y'all to change your ways. All we ask is that you change your views on how you view our flag. We're not racists. Trust me. If I was racist, I'd be one fucked up brown kid, alright?
If I was racist, I'd be one fucked up white guy.
Right?
Now, something he just said kind of goes with the video that we did last night that I labeled, or the video I called Segregation, which if you haven't seen it, please watch it. It's something that hits home for, I'm sure, a lot of you people around America, even around the world. And it hits home for us too. From what he was saying about how, we don't have to agree with each other, but what we have to do is, whether we agree with someone's opinions or not, or who they are or what they are, you still got to accept it. You still got to accept that it's how it is. You can't change them. Now, what actually inspired us to do this video is we were going through TikTok, and I found this kid on there.
What was that fucker's name?
His little, his tag was @generic boy name. Yeah, @generic boy name.
@generic boy name.
we're actually calling you out. If you see this video, you're the one who inspired this video, so thank you.
You can't be in a hate group, in an aggressive hate group, and sit there and say that it's just an ideal or we're not all like that. All right, buddy.
Hypocrite.
If you weren't like that, you shouldn't be in that group. You shouldn't socialize or connect yourself with anybody who's doing that shit to other Americans.
Now I can see, how some of you guys can say, well, how can we connect ourselves to what people are doing out there? That the difference between us and what you guys are doing is we are using the same colors that a hate group is actually using them for, and turning them into what they really are, what they really once stood for. These guys, the Antifa guys, they are, okay, with Antifa, from what generic boy name said, you got some of the groups out there who actually goes out, vandalize stuff, breaks property, goes to jail, gets in fights, blah, 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 blah. And then you have another round of groups that does the peaceful protesting. Well, guess what? The same exact people, whether you're on the peaceful side or the violent side, this has got the same two sides, but we're trying to bring it down into one side. It's not, we don't support the one side. Sure, we have this side that's got the racial and the supremacy and the KKK and shit like that. Those guys are a bunch of... they ain't got no fucking brains.
Those guys are a bunch of fucking retards.
See, by telling people...
they don't deserve to fly those colors at all.
Mm.
To be a true Southerner, man, it's a way of life, all right? You look down south, we have some of the biggest places, where blacks and whites coexist. And that's honestly a humongous win, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Us true Southerners, we don't want to fight over who's white and who's black, who's got a better lineage. We don't give a shit. What we do care about is our whiskey, our food, our families, our church, and gosh dang it, if we don't have a mud pit, it ain't right.
True story there.
You don't have to be black or white. You could be Asian, you could be Mexican, you could be purple for all we care. If you want to be a Southerner, you want to be proud that you live in a southern state, man, wear these colors proudly. Because
see what we're doing?
Being a Southerner in our opinion is a way of life. We say yes ma'am, yes sir. We're respectful. We're kind to each other. We cuss like sailors, but not in front of our mamas. And we just do about the damnedest things that fucking make people wonder why we're still alive.
And one of my favorite things about being a Southern boy is just about every house you walk into, you'll always find a cross hanging somewhere up on the wall, or you'll find a Bible somewhere. And a lot of times if you walk into like a house where the parents are living there, you will almost always see their mother or father, in their 60s or 70s, sitting there reading a Bible and teaching his grandchildren about things. And I've even walked into a place that we were at the time I was working for a pool company, really wealthy people, obviously building a pool. But anyways, I walked in there, and the owner of the house came out and started talking to us. Well, when he invited us in to get some snacks and drinks, I kid you not, I seen a white grandfather teaching a bunch of colored kids, Hispanics, Marshallese, blacks, about the Bible. And then the rebel flag, I could spot a rebel flag about a mile away. I seen one hanging down the hallway. I turned to look, and the guy goes, "What you looking at, boy?" I'm like, "I love your flag." He goes, "Awesome, thank you very much." And he went straight back to his Bible, started teaching the Bible to these colored kids. Much respect, dude. If you see this and you recognize me, hell yeah.
Another man we'd like to give a shout out to is
Mark.
What's his name? The guy who carries the flag in the dress.
H.K. Edgerton.
Yes, sir. You, my man, are an inspiration. All right. We love what you're doing. We support you all the way.
If we could donate, we would.
And if you ever need our help or you ever want people to come up there and just, support you in every way, buddy, just give us a holler out over here on our email.
Which I put it in the last video, but I'm going to put it in this one too.
And, just let us know, anybody. Y'all have questions, y'all have concerns, you have strong feelings about something, hit us up. Talk to us individually, together, it doesn't matter. Ask us how we feel while we're doing this, what we think. Just ask these questions, and we'll try our best to help you out in the best way possible.
So, here's a little brief explanation on what our Confederate battle flag actually stands for, okay? The red represents the blood of Christ. The white border represents the protection of God. The blue X represents the Christian cross of St. Andrew. Told you. The first disciple of a Christ Jesus and patron saint of Scotland. The 13 stars represent the 13 southern states of secession. Thus, the message of the Confederate battle flag is through the blood of Christ, with protection of God, we, the 13 states, are united in our Christian fight for liberty. And right there, that's all we want. A country united. Not a nation divided, but a country united. Because honestly, my honest to God's opinion, I really don't think this is a country anymore. I really don't think this is truly a nation anymore. We got a president in the office trying to do his damnedest to fix everything, but everybody's opposing to one another because they don't like one another's views, because they can't accept it. They can't accept the fact that somebody else is different from them. That they can't accept the fact that their religion is not theirs. We're not united anymore. We are a country that is divided.
And you know what, y'all? We're heading downhill fast, and if things don't change, this will be the next generation that has lived long enough to see a second civil war in America. We don't want that.
And I'm not trying to toot my horn or his horn here, but believe it or not, some of you guys might even laugh at this, and a lot of other guys are going to hoop and holler and yell yee-yee or yee-haw. Because when a war does break out, there's going to be a lot of you people out there who's actually doing the protesting, complaining about gun rights, about civil rights, and all that other bullshit. The people who are actually complaining about America and the way we are, you guys are going to come to people like us for help. Because we're the ones that's going to take the front lines and take the fight. Because we're not afraid.
Not only that, we'll take the front lines. We'll die for y'all.
Yeah.
We'll lay down our lives. Y'all need help in some hurricane disaster, tornado disaster, stuff like that. We're working on plans right now to try and get men together, men and women of all colors, races, everything, to get together, so that, when stuff like this happens, we can pull our resources together, come out there and help y'all. Because, like I said, we want to teach y'all and show y'all that just because we're Southern, just because we fly that flag, doesn't mean we're some big old hate group. And to the KKK and the neo-Nazis, Nazis, whatever the fuck you want to call y'all, skinny little asses. One day, we will meet, and one day you will find out that flag doesn't mean what y'all want it to mean. Y'all fuckers are messed up. Y'all took something good and you fucking just threw it in the mud. You ruined its name.
You know it, and you all know exactly who the fuck you are. Every damn one of you know exactly who you are.
We don't want to fight. We don't want to have these battles. But as God is my witness, I'll do whatever it takes to protect my country.
Damn straight. Amen.
This is Dixie 316.
I'm NWA Redneck.
Signing out.